I'm Jenelle Porter, Mannion Family Senior Curator at the ICA Boston, and I'd like to welcome you to the Nick Cave exhibition. It's important to have a show of Nick Cave's work at the ICA because of the way that he works across so many different mediums, essentially. The works look like sculpture, but in the case of the Soundsuits, they can be worn. They're really fantastically beautiful and exuberant and theatrical and whimsical, and they take viewers to a place of imagination.
In terms of how I sort of think about the work and how the work sort of really helps us understand just the abundance of what we tend to gather, and yet it's ways in which it can be sort of reconsidered, renegotiated in terms of how it may sort of move into a new function.
What's interesting about the materials Nick is using is that mostly they're sentimental objects, those kind of figurines that people collect, those things that you buy when you're on vacation, or that somebody buys for you, or they remind you of something. There are even, as Nick calls them, rescues, these large dog figurines that sit on pieces of furniture that are enveloped by this kind of cloud of stuff.
The core sort of understructure of the work is based on found objects. I'm really building sort of three-dimensional cloths. So starting with the sort of foundation cloth and then sort of thinking about ways in which, how do you sort of expand and layer, embellish, adorn a surface in this sort of massive capacity. You still, tend to want to just dive into the work and really indulge yourself in the complexity of how it's built.
Visitors of all ages can not only look at the work and experience Nick's version of the world, the way he sees the world, but in our education spaces there are designed by the artist where you can engage with his work in your own tactile way and use your imagination to make work. Thank you, and I hope you'll visit the Nick Cave exhibition on view at the ICA through May 4th. Please visit our website, icaboston.org, for more information.